Welcome back, Cars and Guests, One Africa Television, and as promised, we bring you a diverse thing, if I can say that, about cars, the automotive industry. And today we had I think it was the second season, I cannot remember. Uys, good morning, when we had the Ilaria.
Morning,
yeah,
Francois.
that electric two-wheel motorbike.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and then you mentioned that the four-wheeler is on the way. And
yes.
I was really, and I'm going to be frank with you, when I got the call to go watch it in Langsrand,
yes.
Dolfijnstrand, on my way there, I was, there's a Katiti motor fiets, it's a small thing, and you know, you get the perception.
Yes.
I was wrong. Absolutely wrong when I arrived there at Dolfijnstrand. When I saw this electric vehicle, a all-wheel drive.
Yes, four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive.
Yes.
I mean, it's mind-boggling. I still try to get all the stats in my head. The weight, the ratio, the load that you can put on, the applications, but I'm going to leave that in your hands. Let's start at the beginning. What is standing between us, sir?
Okay, so this is a Powerland. It's manufactured in India. This model is a Tachyon 4x4 electric ATV, so all-terrain vehicle. Now, the misconception you had of a small little toy thing happens a lot.
Yeah.
This is a commercial vehicle. It's commercial grade, and it's made for various commercial applications. Yes, you can use it for sport and recreation as well. And remember, tourism and recreation is also a commercial activity in Namibia, huge activity. So it's fully electric. It's 11 kilowatt. It got about 100 kilometer range on your eco drive and about 70 kilometer range on your sports drive. It can easily carry 2 people plus extra weight up to about 300 kilogram. It's fully independent suspension. It doesn't have no fluids except for brake fluid.
Yeah.
It's got no water, no oil, no fuel, no heat, no noise. All those things are gone. It doesn't have a gearbox, it doesn't have clutch, it doesn't have all your normal wear and tear. It's got hub motors, so the motors that drive this vehicle is inside the wheels itself. It's got commercial 6-ply tires on it. It's got a 1.5 1,500 kilogram, 1.5 ton winch that comes standard with it. It is Bluetooth diagnostics with smartphone. It is plug and play. It's got no scheduled hours or kilometer services. It's got no specialized mechanic requirements. So with all that said, and then of course you can tow with it, you can put a 3 kilowatt PTO on it for agricultural or commercial applications. You can put grass cutters to the front, you can put blades for grading on the front, you can plow with it, you can pull trailers with it. It actually comes with a trailer that's got its own hub wheels in it.
So that making it actually a 6-wheel drive then, if I can take it like that?
Yes, if you take the Powerland trailer with it, then it's a 6x6 articulated vehicle. And you can put about 1/2 ton on that trailer. So yes, it's totally a little bit out of the box thinking, because you need to think about this as a commercial vehicle. And the applications for this, first of all, in Namibia will be tourism, because it's totally silent. It's got no fumes, it's got no flammable fluid risks and things like that. It can take 2 people. It's a very stable vehicle, it's a very capable vehicle. It's got enough range. So in a tourism application and a conservation application, the silence is totally awesome, because not only for your animals, but for the emergence of the client. The client is so much more immersed into nature and the experience which they paid for to come.
Now look at that, but I mean, you mentioned something what I really appreciate. I mean, the commercial, the internal combustion engines. I mean, that's service. Let's start just the word service. Flutes, grease, everything. Not needed here.
Not at all. No need of that. It's, like I said, it's totally plug and play. If one of the motors go, or you can actually just plug this thing into Bluetooth with your smartphone. You can put your app and do a diagnostic. It will show you the issues. You bolt it loose, you plug it out, you plug the new component in. Your downtime is very low. And like I said, because it doesn't have the fluids and the wear and tear and stuff, your overheads, your commercial overheads, your operational overheads comes way down. So when you're looking at the price and the things, you need to look at the total price and the running cost of these things and so. It also, of course, it cuts out things like theft, like fuel theft and things like that.
I never thought about that. I mean, immediately, savings.
100%. And then also, you know, there's a lot of risk there underneath. subterranean mines. They apply this in mines. You put in fire depressant and you put in all those things, and there's a normal quad bike.
Yeah, you can hear it actually. I mean, this immediately. I took a drive with it, and I mean, Uys, don't laugh. Viewers, don't laugh. I wanted to pull away, and I was waiting for refs to pick up. Nothing like that. You got me there. I must admit, you got me there.
So the guys, it's nice. It's nice to have a normal quad bike coming because you can really see the contrast between the noise. And it's the most eco-friendly way of doing things, and so and the world's really moving into that that new way of doing things, and so.
What I also like, I mean, the first thing that came to mind to me, anti-poaching units. Because the guys need to be stealthy whenever they're in the field. I mean, you don't want to warn this poacher miles ahead that just listen to this, just listen to this. Come on, this is the differences between this noisy guy next to us and the silent guy on this side of me. Morning, sir.
That's it. My brother-in-law. So we're gonna actually a little bit explain to you so you can experience yourself. Just to come back, you don't want to warn a poacher. No, with poaching this is absolutely amazing, but not just the tactical application. I mean, defense is a big industry for these type of e-mobility and things. The way those things are doing is changing. Just for farming as well, agriculture as well, just to get your animals more used to you moving, not having all that noise scaring them off, and all those things makes a huge difference. Indeed.
And then something else that also caught my mind, I think for security. I mean, I'm thinking myself, the complex I'm staying. Sometimes the security guard is making noise, unnecessary.
Estate security, definitely, 100%, especially because it's a quad bike. The two-wheel bikes also work well, I feel, but because the quad bike's more stable, you can put more equipment on it, or you can have two guys ride it, and then, they can sign off a torch. But the noise, because everybody that lives in an estate knows every hour you've got a car coming past or a bike coming past.
Exactly,
you want to live in the estate for the peace and quiet, safety and tranquility. So the tranquility aspect's a little bit lost there. So this is a perfect application for estate security.
But I also like, gonna be frank with you, I mean, I'm a camper. Hello. I can put my little tent and my sleeping bag and my cool box, the gatons.
Yes, 100%, and especially when you start doing it in military application or tactical applications, you can modify. All the plastics come off, and we can custom make this vehicle to suit. If you want to use it for extraction of let's say emergency, let's say in the dunes, if you want to do emergency extractions, you can modify it so that you can accommodate the equipment for the paramedics or for farming. We've got this for fire. We've already done some fire suppression. We've got chemical foam canisters on the back with all your lights and stuff, which they use on, let's say, Namport or places like that. The application is and law enforcement as well. City police. This vehicle is being used in France and Europe all over. Both the two-wheel and the four-wheel being used for policing because it's quiet. It's quiet and you don't have all that overheads and stuff. And there's a lot of tactical advantages, but there's a lot of overheads. There's a lot of cost, budgetary advantages to it.
Exactly, that's what's coming to mind. I mean, the mere fact that you don't have to pay for a service, you don't have to pay for fuel, all these kind of things. There's my next question. I love camping. My tent is on, my cool box is on. Can I charge it to the field if I have a solar panel or something like that?
100%. You can see right here is a 12-volt plug, your normal standard plug, which you can plug in fridges and stuff. You've got a USB plug over there. So yes, it's going to use some of your electricity too, but it's totally capable there. It's totally roadworthy. It's got all the lights and the beams and the shines you want to. If you want to need to drive it on the road, it can be registered underneath your name and license plate. So the application is really endless. The mechanicals that is to it is standard. There's very few things on this vehicle that is custom made just for this vehicle. 90% of this vehicle you can repair and fix with standard things. It's typical of the Indian made product. It's made very logically, it's made very easily fixable with common parts. So.
Off-road capabilities. I think I'm standing here in Khomas Hochland, not an easy terrain, and this is exactly where you as a cattle farmer want to go check your cattle out, or you want to check there's no poacher or the pumps and stuff like that.
100%. It's got two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. It's got an eco and a boost, and you can swap and change between compilations of that as what the terrain asks you to do. It's got it weighs just over 400 kilograms. It's got about just over 800 Newton meter torque. So it can
I got to stop you there. 800 Newton.
Newton torque.
Hey, double my buckies.
It's a lot. It's a lot
Yeah.
compared for the weight. It can go zero in a certain setup with the boost on. So it can go 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. And like you will see later when we go for a drive, and so the mountains here, we're going to drive it very easily. You're going to have the silence, you're going to have the torque, you're going to have the carrying capability, the steering ability, everything. It's just a perfect commercial e-mobility package for agricultural, tourism, mining, security, defense, you name it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of attachments. If you look at the brochures we got, there's a lot of attachments that comes with it.
Yeah.
Or which you can have custom made for it also. So the application is really endless. You really need to think out of the box.
Exactly, yeah.
See the bigger picture.
I can't believe what I experienced. When we experienced the Tilaria, Richard and I, it was kind of a non-brainer not to understand all these things because it was stealth. But right, that is a much smaller thing. It's limited it's built for purpose. Let us be frank with each other. But this thing, as you said, endless ideas. My question, what is the petrol cap doing there?
The petrol cap is just there for nostalgia. So that's where the charger. That's where the charger goes.
All right, there you have it. Because I mean, what is this petrol cap doing here? All right, it's not the petrol cap. I'm going to show you now that is the charger, and I can also charge it to 20 at home.
100% 3-point socket in the wall, 220 at the home.
Stay with us, Cars and Guests. This time interesting stuff, and what I love about the program, I must admit, is listen to that nature.
Yes.
And this is exactly what you're going to hear with that, guys. Stay with us. Nice being with you. Stay tuned. Cars and Guests, One Africa Television, coming to you.